end of next year, y'all, we're gonna be big, and we're gonna be doing something. Watch, just watch and see what I tell y'all.
I'ma put it back on his head, ain't no earless, but we gon' get offended if I say. I'ma put it back on his head, ain't no earless, but we gon' get offended if I say.
So hey y'all. Hey y'all, how y'all been? Okay, so don't talk trash because I know I've been gone for a little minutes or whatever. But you know, your girl been trying to get it together, okay? She been trying to get it together. And I hope y'all can hear me because my camera is like over here and I'm like over here. And I talk very, very low and very, very soft. So I hope that you can hear me. So hey, I am Maya Ariana. Can't say my full government, but that's my first and last dang. My first and middle name. This light is so bright. It's so bright. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Alright, y'all. So we back. So basically, I'm switching up the video. Basically, what I'm about to be doing is talking about all the things I've learned in 2023. So basically, what we're going to be talking about today is all of the stuff that I learned in 2023, and we are going to have a list. Well, I don't have a list, like an actual list, but I'm just going to talk about 10 things that I learned in 2023. 10. Hopefully that's enough. If I can't figure out 10, I'm gonna do 5. But if I get to 5 and I can't think of nothing else, then that's gonna be the whole video. But let's just jump into it. So the very first thing I learned, well, I ain't gonna say the very first thing I learned because it's not gonna be in order. But one thing I learned this year is, let's see. Think off the top of my head. Oh, that everybody ain't for you for real. And when I say that, like, yeah, you can think that you know people, but you really don't know them for real. Like, say if you, I don't know. What example can I use for that? I'm gonna just give y'all some advice. Basically, don't go around thinking that everybody is for you because they are not. People be hating secretly. People don't want you to succeed. People don't want you to be eating like they eating. People say they want you to succeed, but then they try to surpass your growth. With some other stuff. People will knock you down. They will knock you down even more when you're down. People can stop your growth as well by certain things that y'all do. Stuff like that. Little stuff like that. That's one thing I learned. The second thing I learned is basically piggybacking off of that. Cut out them bad habits. Like, the bad habits that you have to cut that out in order to be a better you. Like, procrastination, what's another one? Just basically doing stuff that you know you're not supposed to be doing. Like, because when you indulge in certain activities, the things that you do basically play a part in how the rest of your life is gonna go. Everything is ruled by fate. Everything happens for a reason. So if you continue to put yourself in that atmosphere, then you're going to continue to stay stuck in that same spot. You're going to be stagnant. Like, you're not going to grow. Because how will you ever grow if you keep doing the same stuff? You got to do new stuff. Like, and that's another thing I learned this year. That's the third thing I learned this year is to try new things. Like, try new things. Don't limit yourself to one thing. You have to try new things, put yourself out there if you want to be able to grow. When you try new things, the worst that can happen is the worst. That's all I'm gonna say. The worst that can happen is the worst. Like, but I don't go into a lot of situations looking at the negatives because that's not how I like to live my life. I like to learn lessons. Like, I like to learn from experiences. I make every experience a learning experience, because if you don't do something, I mean, people can tell you all day long, oh, don't do this, don't do that. But if you still want to do it, your outcome may be different. You know what I'm saying? So, because everything don't work the same for everybody. Everybody's not the same. Everybody gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. But it's just like, try new things. Be optimistic. Be very outgoing. Just try new things. Just like if you don't go outside a lot, go outside and sit in the grass. You'll be amazed at some of the things you'll see outside. Go try new activities. If you don't go to the gym, go to the gym. See how you like it. Figure out a couple workouts you want to do. Do stuff like that. Do some fun stuff. If you don't go out and you don't have fun, go take yourself out to eat and go take yourself to the movies. Go do this, go do that. Like, try new things. If it's a new food that you've been wanting to try, go try it. Like, that's all it takes is that next step. That was the third thing. The fourth thing I learned this year is to not give your whole self to everybody. Like, and what I mean when I say about that, what I mean when I say that, sometimes the light be on, but nobody be home. That's all I'm gonna say. But what was I saying? Oh, don't spread your eggs. Don't spread your energy. First of all, let's just talk about this. This is your energy, right? This is your energy. Let's just say you have big, like, you know what I'm saying? This is your energy. Then here goes Susie May. Take it. Take it. Take it. Your energy is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then you got Paul over here, you know, coming over here in this bubble, attaching themselves to the bubble. Let's use the human embryo, right? So here's the egg, and all these little sperms come to the egg. Only a couple can make it in, right? Or one or a couple. If two make it in, they got lucky. Cool. So this is your energy. This is the egg. And then you got everybody else coming over here, attaching themselves to your outer walls, right? And they're feeding off of your energy. They're basically like a vampire. And it's like when they suck the blood out of your neck, that's it. You're dead. But you're really alive, because then you become a vamp like them. They coming over here, feeding off of you, draining your energy. Now you got all these people draining your energy, and it's just going down and down and down and down and down until you have nothing. They have literally run you out like a rag doll. Okay? Stop pouring into people. Only be around people that pour into you. Like, if they're not pouring into your energy, then why would you want to be around them? Why would you want to continue to conversate with them? If the conversations you having with somebody, the only thing y'all do is talk about people all day, if y'all not asking each other like, oh, how is this going for you? Or what do you think about this? Or just act like getting advice from each other, having real life conversations, talk about business ideas, stuff that you want to do, stuff like that, then that is not your friend. Y'all are, what is it called? Y'all are trauma bonding. I hope I used the right term. y'all trauma bond, because the people that y'all don't like, y'all have that in common. That's what y'all have in common. That's the only thing y'all have in common. And y'all don't talk about nothing else outside of gossiping. That is not your friend. Because while y'all doing all this gossiping, whoever y'all talking about is leveling up every single time. Because you got you on their hate list, and then you and your friend on the hate list as well, and y'all talking about that person. That's just adding 2 more haters to the list of people that's already on there. I never understood that, but yeah, y'all need to stop letting people drain your energy. And when people energies get too much for you, that's when you need to walk away. Like, for real, when people energy gets to be too much for you, then walk away. Like, because it's like, if you let somebody take so much of your energy, like, what are you going to have left for yourself? Like, it literally makes no sense. You have to, and that's the 5th thing I learned this year. Take care of yourself. Like, take care of yourself. Because if you don't, then nobody else will. If you don't, nobody else will. Then you're just going to be, not like, you're going to be stuck not thinking highly of yourself. Like, your self-esteem will be very low. You won't be confident at all about nothing that you do. You stuck in them same bad habits. You procrastinating. You're not wanting to do what you need to do. You doing all the wrong stuff. You around people that don't mean you no good. And you not taking care of yourself. Like, and then it could get to a point where you're taking care of everybody else so much that you're not pouring into yourself. Before somebody else can pour into you, you gotta pour into yourself. So basically, like, yeah, like, you just gotta start pouring into yourself and becoming the person that you really want to be. Like, it's literally not hard at all, y'all. It's not hard at all. Like, it's easy. I ain't gonna lie, it's easier said than done. But when you really have like a strong intuition, and you know when you don't need to be doing some stuff, like, you'll straighten up eventually, because you'll have that awakening. Like, oh, like, what am I doing? Like, it's like you're gonna do something that you've been doing every day for the past 3 years, and it's gonna dawn on you, like, dang, like, what am I doing right now? That's your wake-up call. Because if you answer that wake-up call, and you be consistent and do what you need to do to get to where you need to be, and because you so sick and tired of being stuck where you're at, or you just like, dang, like, I can't make a way, like, why is God not coming to rescue me right now? He's testing you. He's testing you. God tests everybody. Like, he puts everybody through a test to see if they gonna fold or they gonna get through it. Like, and if you fold, guess what? You're gonna go through the same cycle. The same cycle until you learn your lesson. So, basically, yeah, that's pretty much what I learned this year. That's pretty much what I learned this year. The video might be short, but it's okay. At least I posted something. And this is what I wanted to do anyway, because I was going to set my intentions in this video as well. But I think I'm gonna hold on to that, because it's very precious. I'm going to just make sure that I do everything that I need to do. And I wrote everything down. And that's another thing too. If y'all need help with like setting y'all intentions and actually getting what y'all need to get done for real, write it down in a notebook or something, on a piece of paper or something, and keep it with you. Not everywhere you go, but keep it with you, and make sure you're reading through it almost every single day to make sure you got up that day and did everything on your list. Even if it's something small, have small goals and big goals. if you're consistent with your small goals, imagine what you can do with your big goals if you're consistent. You got to start off small. And you don't always have to start off small. Start off how you want to. If you want to set a big goal and work until you reach your goal, then good. Like, that's great even. So, yeah, like, y'all just write it down. Get you a journal. Write out everything that you set your intentions. Do everything you need to do. And you'll be straight. You will be straight. You will be okay. Don't live for nobody else. Live for yourself. You only live for one person, and that is you. You don't care about what nobody else has to say because you're living your life for you. You're not living for them. And everything on social media ain't real. I just want to let y'all know that because a lot of people seem to not realize that. Everybody in a rush to do what they need to do. And it shouldn't even be like that, for real. Like, I just feel like your time will come when it comes. Like, you don't have to be in no rush. Just work. Like, work. Just work your ass off to reach your goals. Because when it's your turn, it's gonna be big. Like, it's gonna be real big. And you're gonna be like, dang, like, I didn't know I could reach this point, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you do what you need to do, because it's gonna be your turn, and it's gonna be your turn soon. It's gonna be your turn, and it will be your turn soon. So don't let nobody rush you, and don't let nobody get in your head about your decisions. You make your own decision, and you do what you need to do for you. You do what you need to do for you. Yes, you can take advice, but if you don't feel like that fits your lifestyle, do what you need to do for you. Trust your intuition always, and do what you need to do for you, because some advice that people give may not work for you. And this is what I hate too. When you express an idea to somebody, or when you express something that you want to do to somebody, people give you the negatives more than they give you the positives, right? But I ain't gonna lie, my support system is great. All my friends love me. Anytime I ever brought up an idea, them girls gonna tell me that I got it. Like, they gonna tell me it's a good idea, and they gonna tell me I got it, just keep pushing. Like, do what I need to do, basically. But I've seen people in situations where they'll express, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it could be a friend, a lover, a family member. Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. That's not going to happen. They give you all the cons, all the negatives. And then you just sit back and you be like, dang, like, maybe that would happen. And they tell you this stuff sometimes from experience, and that's fine. But if you feel like it's going to work for you, then you do it. You go after what you want to do. Nobody can stop you. The only person in your way is you, honestly. So, I don't know. I just feel like it's a beautiful thing when people, they actually start to grow, and they actually put their plans into works. And as you're growing, you can see your progress from when you first started something to when you was in the middle of it, and you like, okay, I'm getting a feel for it, you know what I'm saying? It's working for me, you know what I'm saying? And then when you get to the end of that threshold, and you be like, dang, I did it. Now you're gonna see all your progress from beginning, from start to finish. And then you can work on your next assignment. You gotta do what God has called you to do, because without Him, where would you be? So it's just like, it's a lot of things that I feel like people can do to be their better selves, or to be their best self that they can be. Some people don't take advantage of their energy, and I don't understand why. Because I mean, sometimes I used to be like that. Like, if you don't take advantage of your energy and you let someone else do it, they will control your whole life. And I don't think anybody wants that. But moral of the story is, don't let nobody take control of your life. Because it's just like, when you don't have control over your own life, things just never work out. Like, it never works out. You stop caring about yourself. Like, you pouring into them more than you pouring into yourself. And it's just like, dang, like, some days you feel down. Sometimes you get depressed. Sometimes you're anxious. Sometimes you got anxiety because you're so on edge about what they think about you and stuff like that. No, it should never be like that. But yeah, it should never be like that. So basically, just take advantage of your life. Take advantage of your energy. If you're a girl, take advantage of your feminine energy. If you're a boy, take advantage of your masculine energy. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. Do everything for you. Be your own, like, be your own person. Be yourself. Like, nobody's gonna knock you for being yourself, because genuine people like you for you. Fake people like you for that facade that you put up, basically, on social media, and when you outside at a party somewhere or something, and you just meet somebody because you're under the influence and they're cool. But when you're around people and y'all can get a good kiki from being sober, and y'all real good friends, and y'all just vibe, y'all click instantly, those are your real friends. And I ain't saying that it's always gonna be peachy clean, because friends get into it too, or not even get into it. I wouldn't even call it getting into it. Friends have disagreements too, so don't look for everything to just be peachy clean. But still, like, genuine people, I ain't gonna say you gotta force it, but it's just like, genuine people gonna work to keep a genuine person around. If you're genuine and you got other genuine people in your life, don't give that up. Don't settle for people that are just around you to play around and gossip and do all this stuff, because they're not for you. They're not for you at all, because 9 times out of 10, y'all probably talking about that person, but they probably talking about you too. So that's the tea. So just like, don't feed into that stuff. Please don't feed into that stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been alone because I'm the only child. I've been alone my whole life. Like, I have siblings, but we don't always see each other. So basically, in my house, I was the only child, and I would be alone. I used to sit in my own energy a lot. And sometimes, I don't know if it was just me or everybody else too, but sometimes I just used to sit in my room and cry. I would not know why, but sometimes I would think about certain stuff and I just start crying. And I don't know, I feel like I've had time to sit in my own energy. I like to isolate myself a lot, like all the time. I like to isolate myself. Why? I don't know. I don't know at all. But I love to isolate myself. And sometimes it's a gift and a curse, because I wouldn't say I isolate myself because I don't be wanting to be around people, but sometimes, like, when I'm around people, my social battery go down, and like my energy be a little off, and I hate that, because when there's a lot of people around me at one time, I feed off of that energy, and if it's not of me, I don't feel right. So I like to be by myself a lot, and it's like no harm, no foul towards anybody, but that's just how I am. But I said all that to say, like, lately I've been in my own energy and I just been enjoying it, like, because I've been getting to know myself, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little funny. So I crack myself up, honestly. But yeah, like, I've been getting to know myself, trying to get into more of like what I like to do and where do I like to go, what do I enjoy, and little stuff like that. But I know next year I do want to try some new stuff, like everything new next year, everything new. We're not going into the new year on no BS. So there's that. And guess what I'm gonna be doing? I'm finna be under the table eating grapes on New Year's, all that. On New Year's Eve, I think it's New Year's Eve or on New Year's. It might be on New Year's at 12 o'clock. I'm finna be eating them grapes. I'm finna, all the clothes getting washed, even though I really don't have a lot to wash now, but everything's getting washed, everything is getting cleansed. I'm cleansing my energy, I'm cleansing everything. I'm wiping everything away. I need everything to be new. I need a new mindset. I need everything new. I need a body cleanse, like everything just new. I'm cleansing everything. I'm wiping it away. I'm not bringing nothing that I had this year into next year because I cannot take it. I cannot take it. So I suggest y'all do the same, for real. Get you a journal. That's going to be your best friend. Get you a journal. Write your goals down. Get you a checklist. Write everything down. Start checking stuff off as you go. Check it off as you go. Don't let nothing steer you off of your path. Everybody else going right, you go left. That's all I got to say. Like, do you. Do what you like to do. Do what you love to do. Be yourself. Don't try to be nobody else. Because you're going to get there. I promise. You will get there. And when you get there, it's going to be so unbelievable. So unbelievable. So, I'll just say, next year, set them intentions. Make sure you're crossing off your list. Get in the gym, do what you need to do to get off, blow that steam off from this year. It's time to work. It's time to work. It's time to get it done. No more procrastinating. No more saying, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Or I'm going to do it in a few hours. Get up and do it now. Like, get up and do it now. But yeah, y'all, that's what I learned this year, and I just came on here to be y'all's sister and let y'all know that a way is going to be made. A way is being made. We're not saying going to. A way is being made for you right now. And that's it. Like, you're living in your truth right now. You don't have a choice but to live in your truth. So, ride it out. If you're going through something right now, it won't be for too much longer. We only got 5 more days of this year. And as you sit back and think about everything you went through this year, stuff that you know you don't want to go through next year, don't continue to bring those bad habits into the new year, because that's not what we want. We want a different outcome than we had this year versus what we want to happen next year. So I'm telling you, everything you're doing right now, everything you start to do as a New Year's, or starting now actually, every decision you make, every little thing that you do is going to foreshadow how next year is going to play out for you. So I'm going to just say, make the right decision. Don't do nothing stupid. And that's all I gotta say. So yeah, y'all, that's the video for today. Well, the night, because it is currently 1:39 anyway in the morning. And yeah, that's it. Like, sorry, I'm just playing. But yeah, y'all, that's the video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.